Hello, hello. Testing, testing. 1 2 1 2. Is this microphone on? Let me turn on a little bit more light. There we go. Oh, yeah. Can I make this a little bit brighter? Let's figure this out. Oh, no, it's as bright as it cuts. Yeah, it's as bright as it gets. All right. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How is everybody doing? Welcome to the 1 year anniversary episode of Limon Crochets. Technically, Limon Talks. I guess that's the official name we gave to the show. But if you're joining me, hello, welcome. My name is Gerardo. Or you can call me Limon, that's fine too. But this is a channel that I created exactly a year ago where I wanted to create a space for myself to talk about fiber arts, yarn, and just my therapy sessions, which includes my crocheting. I'm wearing my newest piece now. I literally just finished it earlier today, so I'm actually quite happy that I get to premiere this with you all. But yes, so snaps. Here, what we like to do on this channel is we like to do snaps instead of clapping. We need to celebrate anything, so snap, 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 snaps to 1 year. Yes, I know, right, Karen? I got a mouse, so I can actually navigate this a little bit better now. But yeah, Karen, it's been 1 year. That is crazy. That is insane. And yeah, so if you don't know, I guess that's a good segue to this. So this list that you see here on the side, let's give some snaps to them all. All of them are, these are the tiers for my memberships. And I was I haven't been doing as much exclusive content or content at all because I was more focused on school. But now that that's done, and I got my plan done for that, I can actually schedule in more lives and exclusive content for the members. So, quick shout out to everyone here on the side. They are the ones who are providing, literally, they are sponsoring this episode with their contributions. So thank you so much to everybody. Snaps for the support. Some of you have been with me since almost the beginning, and some of you are relatively new, which is fine. Welcome, everyone's welcome. But yeah, that's actually quite nice to say that the support has been there since the beginning, or at least some of them, right? Some people are OG originals. Let's do some quick shout outs. So, hello, if you are joining me live, say hi and let us know where you're joining us from, and I will spotlight you real quick. While people are saying hi, some of the perks that our members get here on the channel, in case you don't know, we actually do some crochet alongs, which we actually have to finish our poncho. And we also do live watch alongs where if you have Netflix or Disney Plus, we will literally pick a program, a movie or TV show, and we'll crochet and watch it live at the same time so we can actually like react. It's almost like a giant video call, except I'm your host and I will entertain you. By the way, cheers to everybody. This is my coffee. Got my huge coffee mug. So yeah, so we have Michelle. Hello, how are you? We got Laura. Oh, Indiana. I'm literally here on the border of Chicago and Indiana, so not that far. Terry from Texas. And Knit You was here, but she had to go. She's one of the members, so I had to let me give her a shout out. And Karen Miller, obviously, in the house. So I actually organized today's episode to be to kind of like be like a little TV show. So first of all, don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't. It is a very fun time here, and also make sure you hit that bell icon next to the subscribe button because that will notify you, and if you put it to all, it'll let you know every time I upload a new video or go live. Some people aren't getting my notifications. That's usually the issue, but also you might not be subscribed, so make sure you are subscribed. We're almost at 5,000, correct? Where's my phone? I believe we're almost at 5,000, so that's actually quite exciting. That in less than a year, we almost got it, or at a year, we almost got it to 5K. Hey, Laura, Chicago suburbs, very nice. So, like I said, I did a little ahead of time prepping and kind of narrated this episode. Today, we're just going to do my favorite things that I just tend to do anyways if you speak to me. So if you talk to me out in the real world, I tend to throw compliments out to everybody and everyone, especially when it comes to things that are of interest to me. So that being said, we'll be doing some of my favorite YouTube episodes that I've put on the channel. Please be nice. The channel's only a year old and my film and media skills are kind of rusty, but they are growing with each video that I put out. So be gentle, especially some of my earlier work. Everyone has to begin somewhere. So if I seem a little awkward or there's like a tone is kind of off, that's usually it. But then we will go into a crochet YouTuber shout out, but also a shout out to some of the channels that I personally watch here on YouTube that sometimes doesn't have to do with crochet. So for example, my film reviewer channel that I watch, there's, I think I mentioned one of the farmer channels that I watch. And we'll do some other quick shout outs too. There's some food channels that I literally just watch hour-long videos of bakeries baking food or one particular type of bread for the whole day. Then we will go to a quick list of my favorite yarns that I personally like to use. And then the last topic we will talk about are my favorite works and projects or finished objects. For example, so let me model this a little bit better. Can you guys see that? This is all knitted wit yarn, and I kind of wanted to do a retro funky type of look in the sense of if you are a 90s child, you should remember, oh my god, what's her name? Xena, not Warrior Princess, oh my god. Xenon, the futuristic girl from Disney Channel. This is kind of like my interpretation of future wear. It doesn't glow in the dark, although I wish it would glow in the dark. And yeah, I think this is a nice cool play on some neon colors. It's all hand-dyed yarn, and if you know anything about this channel, you know that I am quite biased with knitted wit hand-dyed yarn, which you can find multiple videos on my channel, a few of which I'm going to mention here today. I had my hair up. Sorry, I had my hair up, so it actually has volume right now. But anyways, the first topic today that we're going to talk about are some of my favorite episodes that I've put up here on the channel. Oh, my second light is going out. No. There we go. So let's just quickly go over them. This should be able to move if I'm moving this around, correct? Okay. So if I make this small, then I put this here. Let's go to one of my first videos that I put up on the channel, which is this one, the Karen Skinny Cakes Crochet Pride Shirt. Now, I particularly am quite fond of this video because it is the first time that I filmed myself like cutting yarn. If you can see in this picture, how do I put this above everything? There you go. If you see in this picture, I actually cut that yarn. It's a Karen Skinny Cake, and I separated all of the colorways, and then I grabbed black yarn, which I rarely do, and I created this deconstruction rainbow shirt, which was super fun because I actually discovered that each color had a shade in between. So if you notice on the t-shirt, it's not like a true rainbow in terms of like 7 colors. There's actually 14 different colors in this shirt, which is actually a quite nice detail when you see it in person or up close. But this is actually a really fun video. I had so much fun getting different angles of all the cutting and the yarn process and whatnot. And then this episode, actually, the men's crochet shirt. This is the one that actually got me discovered by Lion Brand Yarns. I'm not an official designer for them, but they did give me a shout out on their official Instagram page with this particular shirt. And it is what I give credit to the growth of the channel. The channel really blew up after that quick shout out from Lion Brand. And I mean, I cannot be more grateful of this experience. Now this, everything is reversed. So this shirt actually, quick interesting tidbit about it is that it only took 2 cakes to do. So less than $10, you can make this t-shirt. This is an adult small. And it's just 2 stitches, half double crochet and waffle stitch. And then all you had to do was just, in the video I explained that if you manage to find 2 cakes that are relatively similar, or if you know how the colors are playing out, you can actually just, so if you notice in the shirt, I ended in the middle. So in between that sky blue, there's actually like a gray, and it ends there, and then the second cake began there. So I literally just had to go in reverse in terms of letting the colors play out. This one was really cool because this was actually the first garment that made me challenge what to me a men's style or men's wear for crochet means to me, or what it looks like. The silhouette is relatively basic, but it is definitely one of those moments of like ah or ooh and like questioning my taste, if that makes sense. You know, like when you question your taste levels and you really ask yourself, does this actually look good? What am I trying to create? What am I trying to invoke when someone looks at this garment? And so with this garment, I really just wanted it, to me, is a representation of easy to do, affordable, and keeping a basic shape, unisex. So like a woman could wear this and a man could wear this. And it definitely challenged the stereotype of menswear, because it looks like a t-shirt until you get up close to it or you see it in person, and then you start to see the texture of the waffle stitch. So this is actually, now that this is actually the first time I'm like talking about it out loud, but it is actually, that's why this episode is definitely on my top 3, if not my number 1, because not only did it get a shout out from Lion Brand, but there's so much meaning behind this shirt. And this was actually, I think, maybe like the 3rd or 4th video I put up on the channel. So I'm very grateful that in every video I tend to get these really nice experiences, especially as I'm creating things. Speaking about that, this next one, I guess I can just go in order. So this next one, how to use a mini skein set. Now this one, I'm quite fond of it for a few reasons. One of them is it allows me to collaborate with other artists. And when it comes to hand-dyed yarn, it's a lot of people are very yes or no about it, in the sense that if you won't even consider that type of world, then it's off your radar. So this video in particular, I try to challenge myself to make hand-dyed yarn inviting while mixing it with affordable big box store yarns. And how do I explain this? Like the decision between, because I could have done like a fade set from like bigger, thicker quantities of hand-dyed yarn, but this one in particular was a mini skein set, meaning fewer amounts of yarn but more quantities of color options. So in total, I think there were like 14 mini skeins. And what I really wanted to do was take this opportunity to be like, if anyone was watching this video and was ever curious of purchasing hand-dyed yarn, how can they feel comfortable justifying that purchase, but also thinking a little bit more creative and encouraging them to literally think and consider, hey, what if I mix this affordable yarn? I literally use a Caron 1-pounder in this photo, in this project, and mix it with hand-dyed yarn. And the result is this, like you get this beautiful poncho, you get this beautiful play on color and texture. All of that is half double crochet. So it looks like texture because of the Caron 1-pounder, but it's all half double crochet. Like it plays around with what you think is both texture, because it's not cable work. I like to call it like colors texture, which is, it's probably going to be like the title of my book if I ever write one. Color is texture, because to me, like I said in this photo, it's just half double crochet. So I'm not manipulating the yarn to create texture. I'm literally just letting the colors, as they hit your eyeballs, create this illusion of foreground, background, and different value sets of tone. Look at me, snaps for using artistic, correct aesthetic art vocabulary. So yeah, but I'm very grateful for the collaboration effort in this one. Shout out to Chemnitz for allowing me to showcase her Scooby-Doo mini skein set for this project and that assignment challenge. Cool. This one is, I just put it on here because it was literally the first time I tried to, as a channel, try and get on a trend for something. Technically, if you really think about it or consider it, this one, my Lion Brand one, is my first trend video, in the sense that that colorway literally just came out a year ago and I went right away to go get it at Walmart, and then I made the shirt and I made the video. So that's what I mean by trend. So things that are happening in real life, and I try to make a video based on it. Excuse me. So this Bernie one is actually the first time I tried to follow a like political event or just like a meme, because everyone was creating hand-dyed yarn sets of this, or doing their own versions of this, or doing the Bernie doll, amigurumi doll. But for me, I wanted to use the trend and see if like the algorithm of the YouTube channel website will like benefit it. That was just like, this is more of a curiosity for me in terms of the owner of the channel, to see if this would actually get picked up, just because of the topic. I haven't finished this sweater. I have to finish it. But anyways, this one is really cool in the sense of I felt like I had a deadline almost to do this. Like it felt like as long as the meme was still alive, I kind of felt like I was moving along to like an end goal with this. So it was actually quite entertaining to first of all, I made this design, like I'm not following anything, I'm literally just single crocheting and switching colors as I go along, and I'm trying to like imitate knit. So Susan, yes, I see you. I see you. Shout out, Susan. Shout out. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. All the support. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. And yeah, here's to another year, right? um, so yeah, this burning one was super interesting because of that. And it did fairly well. And last but not least, I have this one here because this was the first time I actually attempted to do a full-fledged sweater with just hand-dyed yarn. So this one was actually, it's very dear and special to me because one, you can't get this yarn anymore. So it's super exclusive, but also it really unlocked this designer. Like when I wear that sweater, it's one of those garments that I feel like a designer. I feel like an artist. And it's a feeling that when I look at this video, when I wear the garment or see it hanging, it just invokes that confidence within me. And if you were to tell me to visualize my growth from this whole year, I would show you this photo and this garment because it's just two colors and it's just two stitches, and the brown that's in there is actually basket weave stitch. So this was really like it was kind of like my Project Runway moment in the sense where I really tried to create an aesthetic, and I said, okay, cool. I want to do a fitted yet casual look, loungewear kind of look, because it has a really wide neckline. And so that was kind of like I challenged myself to make artistic decisions of the garment specifically for the experience of me being able to say, tone that down, let's increase this. How about if we open this? What will this do? I usually do it this way. Let me go ahead and try it this other completely new different way, and what will happen? So that's why this video is actually quite special to me. But yeah, so that's that. That was a long that took a little bit longer than I expected. And moving on, YouTuber shout out. Okay, so please do not get mad if you're not on here. Please don't. This is literally a rough and brief moment that I just wanted to do a quick shout out. These are the people who are relatively like the more you like and watch people's videos, the more they show up on your notifications and stuff like that. So this to me, like these people are always on my channel all the time, and it's always fun to watch their stuff. So, you know, quick shout out. If you're on here, cool, say hi or hi, hello. And if you're not, don't worry. This isn't a definitive. This is only a partial and brief pickings of shout outs. And also I just want to say hi in particular to some of these people. So quick shout out to Rose. So Rose likes crochet. If you are interested in a channel that consistently does charity work and consistently does and I'm talking very like direct in terms of the styles of these channels. So if anything appeals to you when I describe them, go and subscribe right away because you're going to forget if you don't do it right now. But Rose Likes Crochet is a type of channel where you hear about someone doing charity work in a good way. And you can also collaborate with that effort. So if you feel like you want to feel like you're a part of a bigger team, and if you want to feel like you're a part of a movement, I would highly recommend her channel. So that way you can literally send scarves, hats, or whatnot to a purpose and a cause, as opposed to, you know, if you need a purpose for creating, Rose is perfect for that. It'll give you a guidance of where you can send all of your crochet efforts. Does that make sense? Cool. Yarn Geek. So Yarn Geek. Ginger is amazing. She's actually super, super cool, super, super nice. And her type of channel, she uploads all the time. So if you need someone to, if you need constant content to just always have playing in the background and just have someone talk to the camera about yarn and whatnot as you're crocheting, because, you know, sometimes you don't like to repeat videos, so I totally get it. Ginger's one of these channels where you can go ahead and, actually I'll move it this way so you know what I'm talking about, or you know what channel I'm referencing. Yeah, so Yarn Geek, tons of content. You will always be entertained, and she always goes live, relative more often than I do. And she has this collaborative live effort and weekly event where her and 4 other crochet channels go live and literally talk yarn and whatnot. So if that's of interest to you, go to Ginger's channel. Cinnamon Stitches. Now, Cinnamon Stitches is one of the OG channels that I always used to watch for a very long time. Her and Crystal Bagaudet. You know, there's just certain channels that you've always been subscribed to for ever. Nastasia. If you're not subscribed to Nastasia, then what are you doing here? But anyway, Cinnamon Stitches is that she's one of those, there's YouTubers, crochet YouTubers, who just feel like your best friend, and you could just hear them talk, and you can just be very, just have them playing on your phone or whatnot as you're crocheting. Cinnamon Stitches is definitely one of them. She's very bubbly, very reserved, but bubbly, if that makes sense. Like, she's not very exuberant, but she is very expressive in her experiences and her words and how she relates and talks to the camera. So she's always a very pleasure and has a very calming voice. Like, if you are having a stressful day, a Cinnamon Stitches video would definitely relax you, because she just has one of those voices where like your best friend that calms you down if you're ever upset about anything. Crystal, Bagaudet Crochet. Come on, who doesn't know about Crystal? If you aren't subscribed to Bagaudet Crochet already, then we can't be friends. So go ahead and subscribe to Crystal. She is amazing. I've learned tons of stitches from her. I accredit most of my basic stitches and actually complicated stitches as well to her. And a lot of her silhouettes as well I got inspired by. So if you are interested, and she literally has a tutorial for anything. So if you are interested in like learning basic shapes and bones, I would say, of silhouettes and patterns, her channel is definitely the place to go, because you will eventually see the stitch or the silhouette you're trying to create. You'll see some example of it on her channel in one of her many tutorials. How do you like these descriptions, guys? Literally, I am not getting paid to advertise them. I'm just sharing the value in each of their channels. You know, this is a good, if you like think about it, this is a very good, just imagine my news feed, like when I log into my YouTube app, this is some great content that I get weekly from them. Oh my God, there's a mosquito. It's attracted to the light. I need to squish it. Okay, I can't see it because the light's really bright. Urban Yarn, Gary. So Gary is another one of those channels where it feels like you're talking to your best friend and they're just literally talking to the camera or talking to you. So go ahead and subscribe to Urban Yarn, because Gary does his own hand-dyed yarns from time to time and like creates stuff with it. But his technique right now with brioche, which is what he's experimenting with, is superb and very nice and inspiring. If you don't know what brioche is, go to his channel to figure it out, because he just finished a hat and a cowl and it looks super cool, and I'm very jealous that he can do brioche, because that just, those garments looked very nice on his channel. He uploads frequently as well, so if you are interested in someone who gives an update in terms of Happy Mail or sales that they did at the store or the yarn store, or just finished projects, he's an active crocheter and knitter, so you do see finished objects on his channel. I guess I should mention that too, right? I guess it's important if people actually finish their projects or not. That should be a standard, guys. Watch channels where they finish their actual projects. I'm kidding. All right, Stout Stitch. Zach is amazing. Another one of those channels where it's like one of your best friends are talking and you could just hear them talk for hours and hours. He's a very nice guy. He's very expressive in his storytelling and also in the new stuff that he's been experimenting with in terms of yarn. So if you are interested in someone who continuously updates and also shows you finished objects, and he shows you new types of yarns as well, that's definitely one of the channels you should check out. All right, who else am I missing? Okay, Chemnitz. She's really cool because if you are ever interested in hand dyeing yarn, she literally does random experiments of hand dyeing in terms of if I splotch this yarn, if I splotch this dye here, what happens if I mix these two dyes together? What happens if I overheat the yarn? What happens if I don't put enough water? What happens if I mix, you know, do the chemical stuff wrong in terms of hand dyeing yarn? This is definitely the channel to go to. She's a biologist, certified biologist, I believe. She's highly educated, and she literally does tons of those experiments. So, and some of these other channels are just the weird ones that I am just a fan of, and I have on my that I particularly follow that aren't about yarn or crochet. So we got Karen Puzzles, Cole the Corn Star. That's my farmer channel. I love watching. I always usually pick one channel from different genres and like follow them and watch it. So Cole the Corn Star is my farmer, how agricultural living in the Midwest is. Karen Puzzles is literally someone who collects puzzles and talks about puzzles the same way I talk about yarn. Beyond the Trailer is my film reviewer channel where I keep up with her and I watch her live sometimes when new movies come out or TV shows episodes. And then Jess is actually someone, since I do dabble in creating bags on the side, Jess is the channel to go to. She creates a different type of bag every single day, not every single day, but every single week. And if you are ever interested in seeing the silhouettes of how certain bags are made, that's your channel to go. All right, now technically the next one, this was supposed to be my favorite yarns, but we'll skip that one because I kind of want to end this. I wanted to keep this episode relatively at half an hour. So here I'm literally just being very narcissistic and talking about my projects, my portfolio and whatnot. So here, if you don't follow me on Instagram, this is the type of stuff that I have on Instagram and that I've created. These are some of my favorite garments I've created over my crochet history. I have my kimono style here. I have my diamond poncho here, my dark rainbow, like my emo rainbow interpretation there. This yarn here was made with yarn from Mexico, and this was my kind of like my drip, oil drip effect inspired by Mr. Gregory Stitch. This one is a Lion brand. This one is a Lion brand. This one is a Karen Cakes cape. With swirl cakes and Karen normal cake. This one is a mandala tweed and Heartland tweed challenge. All of these are videos on my channel, so if you haven't seen these videos, they're all up on my channel. So subscribe to my channel and then go check out these videos later. This one is mandala line brand. And then these are all hand-dyed yarns by Knitted Wit. These three are Knitted Wit. This one is actually Hedgehog Fibers, which is a Irish yarn. And this one's actually Karen Cakes mixed with Red Heart. So that graphic color is actually Red Heart Super Saver. And the red is actually Karen Cake, a latte cake in tomato. The very fuzzy one. Super, super soft. But yeah, these are, and I'm wearing my newest cape here. So add this cape to the Knitted Wit capes that I have above here. I'm really into capes. That's my silhouette. That's my favorite type of garment to make, because it's very easy to take on and off, and you can literally have an outfit underneath, and this will do nothing to harm or clash with your outfit because it's covering it. So you're literally wearing two outfits at once. But also, like, if you're indoors, even though this is hand-dyed yarn, I'm not sweating. It doesn't retain heat, and it always feels like you're getting a hug. So that to me is the ultimate sense of comfort, and that's why I prefer to create capes when it comes to crochet. Woo! All right. So I think that is all that we have here. Yeah, right? Did I do everything? Yeah. YouTube episode, YouTuber shout out, favorite yarns. Cool. So once again, thank you so much to all of our members. If you are considering being a member, you can go ahead and, oh, I didn't get it. You can go ahead and, oh, there it is. It's on the screen. No. Did I squish it? I didn't squish it. There's like a mosquito and a fly somewhere. But anyways, consider joining. It's a fun time and is a great way to support the channel. I also have official merch. There's a link in the description box of this video if you are interested in getting a nice huge tote bag with my logo on it, which is my little yarn dude. If I'm not mistaken, where is he? Do I have him somewhere here? I should have him somewhere here. I'm trying to find him. No, I don't think he's here. I don't have my little yarn dude, but I do have an official logo, and yeah, you can check out all that merch down below. But thank you so much, Karen. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you so much to everybody for joining me for my 1-year anniversary of the channel. Let's get this channel to 5K, 5,000 subscribers, and then maybe 10,000. Who knows? Double digits, right? Ooh. So thank you so much, everybody. I will see you in the next video, which I was editing earlier today. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.